Praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Double honors to the apostle that rule well. Much love to all JMS brothers in the four corners of the earth. Okay. We're going to bring out these prophecies. The scripture said, let me bring it out real quick in the Apocrypha. I believe it's Ecclesiasticus 39, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Ecclesiasticus 39, verse 1. It said, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy. And really and truly, Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy. So we got to be in these prophecies in these last days. Okay? And before we proceed, big up to all Trinidad camps, man. Big up to all Trinidad camp. Much love to each and one of y'all. All right, go ahead.
Right, so you're bringing some information from the book, The World's Last Dictator, by Dwight L. Kinman, right? This book was published, I think it was in 1993, all right?
Yeah, 1994, around there, yeah.
So guess what? It was prophesying the RFID chip also. I brought out some key information on it, so that's what I'm going to bring forth today, right? It says, you want to have the scripture first?
Good. Revelation 13, starting at 15, bro?
Yeah,
15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So, well, who is that he? That he is Esau, Edom, the ruler of this world, this kingdom. He is the physical counterpart to the spiritual demon Satan, right? He was given this world, this empire to rule, right? So he has the power to what? To cause all, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive that mark, right? Because we are now moving into this total cashless society, right? So this book, The World's Last Dictator, it shows or breaks down the system that he's planning to use, right? So I'm going to bring some footnotes.
We're going to bring out some good key points from this book, okay, to edify y'all brothers. Okay.
So it's page 253. It says the title on this page is The Coming Cashless Society. So we're in that time right now, right? So let's see what it has to say. The super world dictator, the Antichrist, will take control of all banking systems of the world. He will declare himself the head of the super world bank, a giant federal reserve. And for the first time in history of man, he will inaugurate a total cashless society. Alright? It says, John saw something that he must have astounded him.
Yeah, that's John the Revelator. He was on Patmos. He was mining the salt at that time. But Yahushua was giving him the visions. Okay, so he wrote the last book of the Bible. Go ahead, Al.
It says he actually saw a super world dictator giving every person on the earth a number, a strange mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and no one could buy or sell unless he or she had the mark.
The world's first cashless society.
And their mark is the RFID chip. That's what he was seeing. So he was seeing 666, which is the universal product code. Okay, which they want to, like the brother said, turn this into a cashless society and make everybody a product. Understand?
But we already are products. Once we have an ID card or birth certificate with our names in capital letters, go back to our straw man. Look it up if you don't know what that is at the state.
And also go back to capital dementia. Okay, that means that they own you anyway.
It's at page 255, the number 666. Alright? This number consists of 3 digits, 666. Alright? The number 666 is the international code, which activates the world computer in Brussels. Belgium 110 is a national code which will activate the central United States computer. Right?
Yeah, that's scripture.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Come on.
Yeah. So the word devices in Hebrew is no-ama, which means an evil purpose. What he's reading, this RFID chip, that's an evil purpose that the Illuminati is trying to bring. That's their New World agenda. All right, that's what they want to. They want to mark everybody. They want to chip everybody on the planet Earth. Okay, so that's where brother bringing some strong key points.
I'm gonna bring a little bit on the beast of Belgium, right? That's a computer we were talking about just now. With the code for Belgium is 110, and the code for for Belgium is 666, and the code for the United States is 110. Right? The beast of Belgium, the giant supercomputer of the world, is in Luxembourg, just out of Brussels, the capital of the European Community of Nations. It is now the financial capital of the world. Cray-V has just been moved to Brussels from Stanford University. The supercomputer is called the Beast.
Which makes a lot of sense because their monetary system is over there in England, right? The military power is in the United States, and the religion establishment is in what is that? The Vatican City. You understand? So it makes a lot of sense. Go ahead.
This is a fact. This is a fact, which we have documented evidence that the bank managers of Bank of America have recently been briefed, and transactions will go through the supercomputer of Europe, and it is named the Beast. It's an acronym. B for Brussels, E for electronic, A accounting, S surveillance, and T terminal.
That's right. So everybody that has an ID, everybody information is in that powerful computer system right there, man.
Right, so we saw examples of this in the movie Minority Report, with the scanning of the eye with Tom Cruise and everything. He's hidden in the water and all this kind of thing, because they can check for your temperature, your breathing, everything.
Right? We're going to put it in the post-production, by the way.
We have April of 2014 or 15, they had started the launch of some supercomputer, some super satellites called what? The Sentinels, that are responsible when all have been put up for surveillance of everything in the water, everything in the land, everything underneath the land, underneath the water, and in space, the air, the atmosphere above. Right? So that's all part of the whole surveillance for the beast computer. Alright?
Yeah, Con. And if you take that chip, they could turn that chip off. If you see and Hip is gonna put in the post-production, Al Rucker. I think he worked for CBN, what's that, NBC or ABC. They turned off his chip and he was froze. He was froze, man. You can catch it on YouTube, y'all sure out of, but we're gonna put it in post-production. And it's a basketball player that played for Golden Nuggets, I believe. He played with Stephen Curry. I think his name is Draymond Green, some to that nature. I don't keep up with these basketball players, but as he was doing an interview, they turned off his chip and he just froze. Like I said, it's going to be on post-production, man.
It says, page 259, the implantable bio chip technology is here. Right? The future shock now. A transponder ID biochip in your right hand. Alright? It said,
go ahead.
No, you right.
Okay, I got a scripture real quick. Ecclesiastes 42, verse 18. It's an apocryphal also. He seek out the deep and the heart and consider their crafty devices. For Yahweh know all that may be known, and he beholdeth the signs of the world. Yeah, that's the signs of the world. The RFID chip. That's one of the last prophecy we waiting on. I think Elder Tahar and Gabar and Ariama, they did a video said before the world ends, these signs gotta happen. These things gotta happen before it ends. Okay? So the RFID chip is a big sign that we waiting on, man. And first of all, they got on YouTube a cracker taking a chip, opening his car, opening the door. We're gonna put it in post-production. You understand? He said that's the best thing that ever happened to him. He's an Edomite. He could take it. He's a heathen. Understand?
It says it could be used as an universal identification card that would replace credit cards, passports, driver's license, and that sort of thing. Willard said at at the supermarket checkout stand, you would simply pass your hand over the scanner and your bank account would be debited automatically.
Yep. The supermarket, when you purchase your food, just run your hand across that scanner. They got a cracker also when he's going through the airport, smooth sailing because he had the RFID chip. You understand? And it shows you in that movie on Total Recall where Arnold Schwarzenegger was going through that body scanner. You understand? And they show you in the movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. You know, he had the chip. You understand? So they showing these movies. The scripture said they tongue tell them on themselves.
That's right.
In Psalm 64, I believe it's verse 8.
Born identity, they show you the chip, and when the chip was switched off, the soldiers and they did die.
That's right, huh?
Right?
Yeah. A mature candidate also with Denzel. Was it Denzel Washington? Yeah. That's his name, Denzel Washington, man. You know, so they showing you what's to come.
It says, such a planetary network will enable the Illuminati's New World Order, UN-controlled world government to assign everyone on Earth a specific and unique ID number for tracking and control. This technology undoubtedly will lead to a universal system of totalitarian enslavement under a computerized global economic network of electronic bondage. In this soon coming cashless electronic debit system, no one will be able to buy or sell anything anywhere without the New World Order global biochip mark in their right hand or in their forehead, the mark of the beast. As I said, come in, this book was published in 1993, between 93 and 94. Right?
Yep.
So it had a good clear picture of what this chip is then and what it looks like now. Alright?
Yep. That's the Illuminati New World Order agenda. That's their plan. But this is what the Most High said about your plan, Esau. Alright? Alright, let this truck go by. Like I said, we ain't gonna make this a long video. We're gonna make it short and sweet. Alright, but we're gonna hit some key points. Job 5 verse 12. He disappoint the devices of the crafty so that their hand cannot perform their enterprise. So your New World Order agenda is not going to be accomplished, you faggot motherfucker.
You're not going to submit to your rule. It says, without it, no transaction of any kind will be permitted. There will be no income, no food, no shelter. No one will be excluded from having to take the mark without facing the death penalty. Alright? It says, I've received reliable information that the pattern for the microchip transponder data is as follows. Your name and your picture, your social security number, your international SS number, remember, is an 18-digit number. The first 3 digits always 666. Equally for anyone in the world. It says your fingerprint data, physical description, your address, your family history, your occupation, your tax information, your criminal record, your facial recognition, and your retinal scanning. Alright, so this is some of the things that was already that was brought out from since 1993 about what's happening today on the planet. Right? So we have to be aware of the times that we are in. Again, once more, Yasharala. We are in the end. Right? Esau, there was a big military program that went on last year, June, July, called Jade Helm, where Esau's military was transporting their vehicles and dispersing it to these different areas and throughout America, setting up and preparing for this time where FEMA will become different Walmarts and different areas become concentration camps.
That's right.
So they're going to enforce martial law. They're going to enforce taking the chip. So what you going to do, Yasharala? What you going to do?
And I think you sent a video on WhatsApp about a mega quake. I had did a video on it also, that they're expecting a big earthquake. But they want to throw everybody off talking about 50 years. Nah, they're going to do this real soon, man. You know, they're going to do a force flag attack real soon so they could initiate that RFID chip, man. Because time is running out for Esau.
Creating order out of chaos.
Yep.
Right? Because when they cause that earthquake now, that chaos, people going to need food, shelter, clothing, everything that we just described from the book. And they're going to provide that, providing that you take the chip.
Yep,
right?
This is on Proverbs 21. Proverbs 21:27. it said the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. That right there, Esau, that's an abomination. It said, how much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind. Esau, go ahead,
yeah, with a wicked mind. Esau, your intention is it's totally wicked and against the Most High. Remember
when they're trying to censor?
Exactly that I was going to say. That's the spirit. David tried to run that censor on Israel, right? Which was an abomination to the Most High. And the Most High sent one angel, and he slew so many of the children of Israel. So what the Most High going to do to you, right? And I sent I caught a beautiful video from that brother from Yasha Wamba, and he put up from Chicago, from LA camp, right, where a Liberian Jake, he's a soldier in the American Army, in the US Army, and he admitted to being chipped. He said when they come in, the first thing they do is chip you, but they chip you underneath your tongue. Or he was chipped underneath his tongue, but he's chipped, he's already marked, right?
Yep, con.
But the Most High said that anybody take the chip, the wrath of the Most High will be poured out without mixture upon you.
That's right.
All right?
I got scripture.
Go ahead.
Psalms 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor.
Con.
Yep. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Con. So they imagine that wicked enslavement for us. But the Most High is going to flip that enslavement and put it on them.
Yep.
Right? So your enslavement is about to happen.
And also, not only does it represent the chip, but this also represents those ICBMs.
Con.
All right, those ICBMs is going to turn to your ass, and you're going to be destroyed.
Con.
All right, it showed you the movie Terminator 2, Downstream, Book of Eli.
Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow, Fifth Element.
Con.
You understand?
Fifth Wave.
Yep, X-Men.
Con.
You understand?
Right, so your death and your destruction is nigh. We here in Trinidad, these people here, these two turds, they are asleep. They are asleep. They are dumb dogs. Right? There's something called, there was a law, a bill passed, Section 34, Act number 11. It clearly states that anybody being incarcerated could be electronically monitored. They could be electronic monitored. Right? They use vague enough words that electronic monitoring could either come in any form. But we know that the RFID chip is a form of electronic monitoring.
That's right.
Right? And in the present day news, it has been going on for quite a while that each government that come in power in this country have been trying to initiate that Big Brother program. That Big Brother is watching you.
I got you. Isaiah 32, verse 7. The instruments also of the cherub are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak. Right.
And the thing about it, the scripture says that we are wise to the wise of the devil. So when the politicians and the ministers and they come on TV and say, hey, it's this program, or they come on the newspapers and they say this is not Big Brother is watching you. We know it is Big Brother is watching you. Because we know that we are in a police state. But these two-thirds down here, they're dumb dogs. Yeah. They're asleep. They don't know what's happening. Because there's cameras everywhere. We have a total police state. We have cameras everywhere watching everything. Now they pass a bill where they can infringe on your privacy. Yep. They can tap your phones. They can go into your emails. They can go into your WhatsApp. Everything. We are already in a police state in Trinidad. And here's a small country, a mini US. Because everything that you all do across there in the US, we do it there. Right? And these niggas proud to do it down here. Right?
Yep. This is Psalms 10. This is a beautiful scripture. Psalms 10. Psalms 10, verse 14. Verse 14. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
There's none that do good. Right? They are corrupt. So watch. These people who in law enforcement, right? These ministers of national security, the government, they don't believe in the God of the Bible. You go to the magistrate's court and you swear on the Bible and you put your hand on the Bible and all these things and you swear and what? It's not the God of the Bible they're swearing on. You swearing on that what? The other white meat.
That's right.
Right? You swearing on the God of America. That's what you're doing. Or whatever book hand you put your book. Go ahead.
And the scripture said, do not put trust in Egypt. That's what the scripture said. But they got a lot of jakes that put trust in what? In their system. Instead of putting trust in Yahweh Shai, man. You understand? You know, they put trust in a Section 8, the WIC program, HDC home. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be the first one to get the chip because they don't trust in the Most High. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, because thanks for saying that too, because we put it in post-production. Because what? Secretly the government have been trying to slide it in with what? We have a social program down here. It's not called Section 8, but you get government assistance for food, like a food grant, like a food stamps. We get it. Now they're trying to put it in what? A biometric or a bio card. A bio card. Right? Now, all this is an introduction or a teaching, as to say, for passing that chip, for getting you accustomed to that chip. You're getting your pension, your retirement money, you're getting that what? On that bio card, that biometric card.
Yep.
Right? So we wise to your wickedness, Esau.
Yep.
We wise to your system. You mean you try to switch it up first down here in the so-called third world, but we wise to what your plan is.
Yeah, fuck you and your chip, Esau.
That's right.
You know? This is Jeremiah. I'll just read this right here. Psalms 97, verse 10. Yea, ye that love Yahweh hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivered them out of the hand of the wicked. You know, so the Most High gonna deliver us out of the hands of the wicked, man. Your device is not gonna work, man, because he said he reserved or he preserved. Was it 11,000 that would not
7,000.
7,000 that would not worship Baal. So fuck you and your chip, huh? Okay? And any of y'all take the chip, this was going to happen to y'all. Revelation 14. Oh, you got more points you want to bring out, brother? Okay. Revelation 14, because one point I want you to bring out, I think it's on 258, what the chip consists of. So your brothers and sisters got to know what the chip consists of. Is it 258? Next page up. Next page. Right here.
I did this.
Oh, you did that one already?
Yeah,
okay, real quick. All right. Revelation 14, I think it's verse 9. It said, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which he pour out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire, brimstone in the presence of the holy angel, in the presence of the Lamb.
And just as I was saying, Salakia, because as I continue reading, I was saying that they plan to push that smart biometric card on you to pay. So this is what the book had us to say. The world leader, Antichrist, and the head of the New World Order will do away, Salakia, with all cash and force one and all to succumb to the computerized system.
And that's why they come in with those new smartphones, like Smart 7, what was that, Samsung 7, and so on. It gets sophisticated every time they come with these phones, man. Understand?
Good.
Go ahead.
It will begin with a card, such as a smart card.
Yep.
And we put it in the post-production what they had planned to push upon us locally. Right? Then eventually evolve to a very tiny microchip to be implanted in your right hand or forehead or hairline.
Yeah.
Right? So it's all part of the process, right? To get us to succumb to taking the chip. They'll make it as some hip. They'll promote it as something that you need. Or is the next fad. Is a ease. Right? It'll be so convenient, but what? All that will be what? A deception.
Yeah. They're trying to make you like a walking computer. And that RFID chip, I think it contains cyanide. If you don't obey, they could just turn off your chip. They could just kill you automatically. You understand? They'll track you everywhere you go. They show you the movie Enemy of State with Will Smith and Gene Hackman. You understand? They're not just pushing these movies just to entertain you. They're telling you what's about to come. You understand?
That's it basically. No, so we would like to give all praises to our Hashem Yahushai. I will honor the elders and apostles of GMS that rule well.
Yeah.
And your brothers keep fighting our good fight. Stay strong.
Death to America,
Death
death
to
to
America,
Esau,
death
death to
to
the
Esau.
heathens, and death to these 2/3.
That's right.
Shalom
Shalom
Barakatah. Kwam
Barakatah.
Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.